I realized that I have been using the internet for the past 10 years. Every time that we have a problem that isn't easy to solve, we look for the answer on the internet, whether it's TikTok or Reddit. This has become extremely normal. It gets to the point where the algorithms already know what I'm looking for.
TikTok can read your mind and put videos on the algorithm of your thoughts.
Okay, that's not exactly how it works, but people believe him. Anyway, this doesn't seem like a problem. The internet is actually an advantage for most people, but as we know, it has consequences too. We are changing the way that we do things because of the internet. For example, look at a person over 40 years old. That person is facing a problem. How do you think that person gonna solve that problem? They have experience. Based on that experience, they go and solve it. They think about it and they come with a conclusion. How do we solve problems? We type a few words on the internet and we get the answer. What if we don't have it anymore? We don't feel the need to put in the effort to think when we can just type a few words on our phones. This is going to create a gap between people who think and people who type. We are using the internet more than we should. This is messing with our heads. I will make it simple. This is affecting our memory skills. What was the last video you watched? Attention span. How long can you listen to someone talk for? Reading habits. When was the last time that you read something that wasn't subtitles on TikTok? But before we continue, we need to know what we are talking about. Critical thinking is the ability to think clearly and rationally about what to do or believe. We need it. It's 2024 and we have different tools like AI, Google, and social media. They are here to help us in our day-to-day life. But what about long-term?
Is there a principal reason why I should delete my social media? And if so, what is it?
There are two. One of them is for your own good, and the other is for society's good.
I mean, the news talk about it. It must be true, right? You see people talking about it all the time. You see them on the street or you see them on the internet. I literally don't get it. What's the point of having one of the most interesting things that we have and just not using it? It doesn't make any sense. The internet gives you what you want. So why blame the internet? Look at this guy. Look at him. Do you really think that the internet is his biggest problem? I don't know. Don't think so. Most of us rely on the internet to get our news, form our opinions. Now, randomly, I'm gonna take the Paris 2024 Olympic Games as an example. If we want to know what's going on, if we want to just watch some highlights, we just go to the internet. We type Paris 2024 Olympics. We're gonna get tons of websites with that information. Based on that information, we create our opinions. Think about it. We form our opinions based on someone else's opinions. If you didn't see the Olympics, this was on the opening of the Summer Olympic Games, a major international multi-sport event. Sport, fitness, healthy. Every time you read an article, watch a TikTok, or even the news, you are listening to one version of the story. You have to wonder why and how. You can't just blindly believe it. We are all humans. We all have flaws. Just by looking at this picture, in just 1 second, you have already come to a conclusion. We can't even trust our own eyes. And wait until AI gets advanced. This is gonna get crazy. The internet gives us an nearly unending supply of whatever we ask for. For example, you are fat. You look up some tips on how to lose weight. You find information like, okay, some exercises, a good diet, get the steps in, whatever. You keep browsing on Google and TikTok. And then all of a sudden you start to see this miracle, this ad. Take this supplement and you will lose weight fast. These ads keep popping up. You're on TikTok, ad. You're on Facebook, miracle. You're on Google, supplement. And then you start to think, it starts to get slowly in your head. Maybe if I take this supplement, it will be 10 times quicker. After it gets in your head, there is no way you can take it out. Now, you end up buying a supplement because you think that it's going to be way better than just exercise and eat properly. So you had a main idea, you knew what you wanted. You were determined. I want this, I'm going to do it. And then, because of an ad, everything changed. And you ended up buying, spending money on the internet, getting a supplement that obviously is not going to work. This is a reminder that the internet can change your decision. It's the summer and you have plans to go to Spain. And then you start to see videos, Spain. And then all of a sudden, again, you start to see videos about Greece. You want to go to Greece. Why? Because you have seen 1, 2, 3 videos about Greece. Then you get these ads on Google and TikTok about book this hotel that is so cheap and it's amazing. And then guess what? Where do you think that you end up going on holidays? Greece. Coming back to the topic, getting instant answers from the internet is gonna make you think less because now you don't have to struggle with the problem. You just get the answer here, straight away, quickly. You don't have time to think. You don't have to think deeply. You can even find a reason to don't use Google in Google. Look. Now what? Are you gonna use Safari? I don't think so. These platforms work with algorithms. All this is made just to raise revenue for the sponsors. You can't see it, but there are tons of people running ads on all these social media platforms, including me. Take your phone and go onto TikTok. Every 3 to 5 videos, you're gonna see a fucking ad. They are everywhere. You can't avoid them. How many videos do you scroll through every day? I stopped watching TV because of the ads. They never went away. They just evolved. There is ads every 4 tweets. Without ad blocking, YouTube plays 2 ads before and after each video. Facebook has an ad every 6 posts. Instagram just mixes random ads on your feed. I'm tired of seeing things to buy constantly. That's how social media works. They need to get money from somewhere. We are consuming so much content and information. Anyone can create content on the internet too. You can take your phone right now, click record, click pause, and that piece of content can be seen by millions of people. And there is a problem with that. Most of the people confuse virality with truth. The internet is the perfect place to create rumors and spread them. Social media can mess with your head. It will give you information that matches your beliefs and interests. And you're gonna be able to see other viewpoints. This creates an echo chamber where you don't question or think critically about any information that you are getting. Take elections as an example. Social media will show you just positive content about your favorite candidate, and it will show you negative content about the opposition. This one-sided view can make it harder for you to think about other viewpoints. It is impossible. In simpler words, if you prefer dogs over cats, you are more likely to get more videos about dogs and why dogs are better. You are gonna see cats. None of them. We are creating a gap between people who think and people who type. You don't have knowledge. You don't try to get knowledge. You don't try to solve problems. We're gonna create a gap. The same gap has been happening throughout history. We can see it with the people who could read and the people who couldn't. Do you actually think during the day? You don't. If you work, usually most of the people, they just either follow orders or procedures. You do the same thing over and over again. You don't need to think. You just do it.
I don't know if this feeling will last forever.
Other people just don't want to think, I guess. We are the first generation to have all this power in our hands. Look around. Check the internet. Are you fucking kidding me? What are we doing? What are we doing? We are supposed to be smarter. What the f? And we're becoming lazy. Now we wonder, how is this information actually going to affect us in our day-to-day life and long-term, in easy and difficult situations? Let's say that you just finished school and now you are thinking between, do I go to college or I take a gap year? If you don't think, take difficult decisions, you will probably just go straight away to college. Why? Because you heard to your parents, you saw people on the internet doing it, your friends are doing the same. What do? I do the same, why not? And then after 1 year, guess what? You're gonna regret. And you will probably just drop out and not just screw up. You lost anyway 1 year and money. What if you actually thought about it? How do I feel? Do I feel that I know what I want to do? Do I have the energy? Do I feel motivated? Do I know that I want to do this for the rest of my life and I'm sure that I'm gonna have success on it? Did you ask people? Did you check the internet deeply? Did you check all the options? What is better for me? Where can I get a better future? If you don't do that, you're not gonna get a good result. These are the type of situations where you actually need to think hard, that you are tired, you don't know what to do, you're stressed out, and you just keep going. Keep going. This can look insignificant. Is this gonna actually change your life? I don't know. That will be up to you. Is it actually important? Maybe it is. I think that you will have to figure that one out. You're gonna get around 5 difficult decisions in your life. These decisions are gonna change everything. You will probably get 5, you will get 6, you will get 3, you will get 2. It depends. If you're not ready, if you don't have enough experience, you're gonna take bad decisions. It can actually f your life. Probably the decisions that you take are not gonna be good enough. You need to be ready for it. They just come. And if you live your life, I work, I study, I scroll on TikTok, the situations will come and you're not gonna be ready. That's everything for today. Think about what we just talked, subscribe, and see you In the next one, mother